Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You don't see this too often. The shop is empty. I don't have anything scheduled. Well, let me rephrase that. The next in line jobs are on hold. It's very echoey in here, and it's gonna get even more echoey because all this stuff is coming back out. Everything. I'm gutting this shop completely. And before we do that though, I've already ordered them and they're on the way. We're finally putting AC in. I got 2 units coming. We're gonna put them on this back wall. We'll figure out where, after they get here, they'll be here later today. And when they get here, we'll start filming, getting them from the front to the back, because I have to bring them from the front yard all the way back here into the shop. We'll get that, like I said, once they get delivered, we'll pull the camera out and start filming the process. And then after we get AC, the following video after installing this AC will be the floors. I ordered some sealer / densifier. It'll absorb into it, and I won't have to worry about all the dust, or as you can see right here, this area has been vacuumed. That area is not clean enough. I don't like getting on the floor and when I'm not on the creeper and getting dirty. I like my shop clean. I like working in a clean environment. To me right now, it is not organized. I do not like how things are on the tables. I don't like the clutter. So when everything comes back in, this area won't be like this. I'm rearranging it. So none of that'll be cluttered. We'll go ahead and hang up some banners in the next video once we get everything, gets the floor done and we start getting everything in. We'll start hanging up some banners and getting this shop how I want it. I mean, it's nice now, but I want to personalize it some more. I'm gonna get some insulation for them doors. We'll make a video on installing them as well. We'll get this, this building sealed up real nice. That's the only thing left, is insulating them doors. You can already see some pipe over there. I've been doing some drainage on the house, on the gutters. I'm digging a trench and running them on the outside of that wall, the retaining wall, into the retention pond. And then I'll be running the ones on the opposite side of the house out to the street. So see you guys in a little bit. Like I said, the ACs are supposed to be getting delivered today. Everything showed up, and we went ahead and made the pads, well, the frames for the pads. Now we'll take them out back after getting some measurements. I'll kind of get an idea of where they're going. I believe one of these is going to go in between those 2 posts, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll go in between these posts. I'm not sure yet. But we'll do some math in a minute and we'll figure it out and get started on the pads. That way those have time to dry. But these are the units. Got 2 36,000 BTU units, single head. This should be more than enough. 18.3 SEER. That's the efficiency rating. I also went ahead and got the line covers. video cut short. As you can see, I'm recording in the sun and the iPhone got too warm, I guess. But I went ahead and got them both leveled. They're level with each other and almost perfectly level. I have this end down a 1/16 of an inch. That way the water will run off. The frames are bigger. I built the pads bigger than the actual unit, and they're 6 inches off the wall and square. Even the shadow is lined up. So next I'll flatten that out, put some of this dirt that I took out, and I have some piles out front that I'm leveling and doing more work to the yard, which I'll show y'all in a video another time. I have posts about it on my Instagram. But we'll get these prepped up, leveled. I'll get that dirt leveled in there. I'm gonna give myself about 5.5 inches because I'm gonna throw some rock underneath there. Got the rock already. Look at that. Got the rock already, got the concrete already. We're gonna do 4 bags in each. It's gonna be 4 inches thick. Went and got that yesterday. Like I said, there's the rock, there's the concrete. And then we'll go ahead and do all that after we level that off. All right, we are back. I had to go ahead and run down to Home Depot, grab me a little mixer. I didn't really feel like mixing 8 bags of 80-pound by myself. So I'll go ahead and get this started. This is the first time me doing concrete by myself. Usually I'll hire my buddies, but I figured this was small enough that I could knock it out. Tons of people are doing it themselves, and it's not really that big a deal. It's just pads for the AC. So I'll go ahead and double check everything, make sure everything's level. I'll probably put the camera over there. I might have to set up an umbrella. I'm losing shade and I don't want the camera to shut off. It's already really hot out here. It's middle of May and it's already, I think I want to say 93, 94. Feels like well over 97. So this AC is much needed in that shop. So let's get started. pads are done, except for stripping the boards off. Very happy with the way the edging came out. Not bad for my first time. I'll probably go over that in a second with it one more time to get some of them ripples out, but it really doesn't matter. This is just a pad for the ACs. It's got an inch of gravel underneath it and then 4 or 4.5 inch thick pads. So I think they should be strong enough. I'll go ahead and clean everything up. The sun's got my sinuses all stuffy. I need to go blow my nose. I am dripping sweat. So I'll go ahead and clean all that up. And when it's time to take these boards off, we'll be back. Good morning, everybody. Pads are cured, not fully. Need to come back here and hose them down. Really happy with them. They will work great for what I need them for. We already have holes. We already know what that's for. The electrical companies here, they're here to run the power for the ACs. It's the same company I used to have the whole building wired up. If you guys are in the Central Florida area and need a good electrical company, that's them right there. Central Florida Electrician. Hit them up, man. They're real good. They do all the YouTubers, all the people with metal buildings. They're really good at it. They came out and wired up this whole building for me, and they've did a great job. Now they're here installing the wiring I need to put these bad boys in. And we'll just keep on moving. We'll get this AC set up and done and get it feeling good in here. lot of prepping inside. Got everything mocked up, all the holes pre-drilled. I'm going a little above and beyond because that's what I want to do. If you're doing this install and watching this video, you don't have to, but I'm doing this bracing for support because the boards I'm using are slightly bowed. This will straighten them out and give it a little support in between the posts. So now I'm gonna go ahead and paint them just to kind of seal them up. We'll get the backside, we'll get a few coats on the backside. Then once it's dry, we'll flip it over, do a coat on the front, and then do the edges in the same silver that I used up there. It's close enough. I've already had a can here. I went and got some, and it's the same one basically, just different labeling. And I got some bolts, some washers and everything. Once that's dry and we bolt the bars to it, in case there's a little vibration and everything, I'm gonna use some Loctite on them as well so they don't come loose. We'll get all this prepped up, get them hung up, then we'll drill the holes through the foam in the building, and then we'll get those hung up. Then we can start running the lines. If you haven't yet and you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe button for me. Turn on notifications. Go check out my content, all the projects I've worked on. We got a lot more coming through. They're just waiting on me to get these upgrades done. Those are prepped and ready. We can go ahead and hang them on the wall. The camera really doesn't do them justice, but it's that silver. Let's see. We'll switch it back to the white. Yeah, you can see the white there. And silver. I think that'll look really good once we put the white cover on it. It'll have just a little bit around it It'll be just like right here. So it'll have like a silver frame, and it'll match whatever puke color, and then it'll match the silver aluminum somewhat. So like I said, next we'll go ahead and get them set up where they go and level them. I can do that one, and then we have to either move that stuff out of the way or see if I can stand up there. Hey, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Turn on notifications. That way you can see all the cool little stuff I put out. Got all kinds of little projects like the floor, stuff for the roll-up doors. All that's coming. Those screws are a no-go. As soon as they bust through, they don't tighten down. They don't even snug down. I don't know if it's the little flangets on them. Let's see if we can get, I guess I'll just set it down. I don't know if it's just those little ears that are on them. It broke off of this one, and then that's it. There's no grip. So I'm going to go ahead and try mind the fan. These are number 12s as well. I'll check the length of them. If they're not long enough, then looks like I'll be going to get longer ones. Yeah, those ain't long enough. I'm not doing through bolts. Oh boy, yeehaw. But yeah, that hole didn't want to do it. So we'll check it with these. I'll make sure these are a little bit bigger. That's what we need to check on now. Oops. And I need them to be thicker, not lengthwise bigger. No, I'll go get some bigger ones. All right, time to go back to the store again. The new screws I got work much better. They actually start to pull the board and the washers inward. I'll show you what those are in case somebody else is curious to know. They're self-tapping metal screws. I took the washer off and got a 1/4 inch washer. These are, I believe, 1.5 inches outside, 1/4 inch hole on the inside. And they work good. I did the old pull test. It ain't going nowhere. Should I slapped it? All right, before I drill the holes or anything, we're gonna leave that one. Let's go ahead and clear a spot so we can get the other one put up right above there. Because it's gonna be the same, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's gonna give me 4 in between. I'm ready to get this up, man. It's not as warm today as it's been. It's been over 100 in here. Last couple of days, this weekend, it's about to start raining, so it's getting a little cooler. But it's still warm in here. time to finally get the units and set them on the pads. As you saw, I put in these wedge bolts. They're 3/8 by 2 3/4. I tried to get 3-inch, but they didn't make them. I wasn't ordering them. So we'll go ahead and grab each one with a dolly and we'll get them loaded up. We'll get them set into place. I'll throw the nuts and washers on. Then we'll go inside and get the inside units. We'll drill out the holes and then get them set into place. Then we just have to do the lines, check them for leaks, and we can hook up the power and test them out. That bit is not long enough. The battery hits the wood before I can get any further. So I went down to the store, looked up online for a extension. This is made for these. It's longer than I needed, but this is a 10-inch. The 6-inch was double the price. So obviously, never know if I'll need it again. So once I go ahead and cut both of these holes out, we can go ahead and get the units up. So excited. All right, let's get back to drilling. slight delay. And I'll show you why. I want to make sure, and I want to put this on up there before I start to complete the lines. I want to get the backing on. That way I know where the lines are going and I can guide them. And then I can put the 90 at the bottom and know where to put my 90. But I ran into a slight issue with setting this in place. And let me show you on the side of the building. So I have my hole dead center back there, but higher up. When it's time to mount this, that doesn't work. So I'm going to build a spacer that I can put on the back of here to put up against the building. And I didn't want to use metal because then I'd have to coat it, powder coat it, do something with it to keep it from rusting. So I went to Ace, didn't find nothing, went to Walmart and got a cutting board. This plastic material, I need a 1/2 inch. This is 3/8. It's close enough. So I'm going to trace the outside of this how I want it. And then I'll mark the 2 holes. And I'm gonna bring it down and just bring it, it's gonna be this back together here. One-handed, well, attempt to, but anywho, this will go, and hold on, put you guys down for a second. So I'm gonna have it go as a circle, and then it's gonna come down, go down to the bottom of here, and that way we could screw into it. I'll go right below these screws, and it'll just be an alien head or so. You'll see. So let me go ahead and make this, and then we can get back to installing it. And just like that, I have me a nice little spacer. Because the lines are already ran, I had to cut it. But normally, if I would have thought of this prior, I could have done just like this. And then see this will line up with the holes here. There they are. It's opposite. Just like so. And then this will be like that. And then when you flip it over, this will be the wall. X to X, that won't even be there first. Line up our holes like so. And that will be on the wall, and then this will go to the piece. And then we could just go out here and show you. I'm gonna try to go in between the storms. I may have lost my opportunity. That one's coming. But this is basically gonna mount on the wall like this. It's not perfect. I could do a couple spacers. Actually, I will do a spacer between these two. Just a little one. But that should be even close enough, even if I chose to do it that way. Yep, here comes the rain. So if it does stop raining or doesn't start raining, I'll go get on the ladder, but I may be postponed. But this is one more thing that is taken care of. I really didn't like the angle that it was gonna create up on the wall like that. So I didn't want a crazy gap between this and the other end of that pipe. Lineset is ran and connected. I just need to open up the valve, let the Freon in, and check it for leaks. Then I can wrap everything up, cover it up, and move on to the electrical. I'm ready. I cannot wait. So close. All right, let's finish this up. All right, that's it for the night. I already got rained out once. Storm's coming back around. I've got that much wrapped. Still need to wrap as much as I can. That's just one roll each. both units each came with 3 rolls. So I should definitely have enough to run that all the way as far as I can behind the unit. Same with this one. This one I may only use 2 rolls. Tomorrow we'll get it finished up. So excited. Cannot wait to get AC in that shop and to be working comfortably. All done. I went ahead and put on the top caps and did the electric. The wind was blowing down my tripod. I got everything tightened up, buttoned up, wiring done. Well, the wiring to the machine. The electricians did that wiring. So everything is done back here. We are complete and ready to go inside and test it out. Zip tied up the lines, everything matches really well. I may put one of these right here so there's no flop, but that's so minor. I think it looks really good. I'm gonna throw a zip tie down here. I can see that cable. Move my hand, you can see it. I mean, it really is not a big deal, but I'll just zip tie that up. And then I also don't like how that ends here. I want to get another 4-foot piece and extend this 4 feet down here somewhere. So, all right, let's go inside and get it turned on. All right, they're connected, on, and doing their test. I have them down to 70 degrees, both of them. Nasty storms here, just in time, everything's done. I'm gonna turn the camera around, show you them. I've got them both going. I can feel a difference already. They've only been going for a few minutes. Let me show you how messy the shop is from doing this and show you what the temperature is, and we'll come back in a little bit and see how well it's cooled the shop down. I have them both set to 70. They're up there doing their thing. Shop is at We'll say 91. You can hear that thunder. I'm sure there's lightning out there, but look at the shop. I have made an absolute mess. I have just been grabbing tools, didn't put anything away. These have mounts. I'm going to probably put them on magnets and then stick them to the post near the unit it goes to. I haven't hooked up the app. I have an app to control these. So I'll play with them after the test. I think you run them for 30 minutes and see how they're doing. Between these storms, the heat, in the beginning of doing these, oh wow, that is cold. That's only set to 70. That feels so good. When I started doing this, it would start storming at 12, 1 o'clock. So my day was kind of dead because it wouldn't stop till about 5. And everything all wet and gross out there. You really don't want to mess around back there outside. Man, that feels so good and it blows. Shoot. I can feel it right here, 15 feet away. You can even see my shorts slightly blowing down there. Yeah, these are gonna be a game changer for me. I'm absolutely happy as can be. I took my time doing it, doing the concrete pads. Then I had to wait 3 to 5 days. I went ahead and just waited a week, 7 days minimum. I mean, not minimum, but I wanted to wait that long. With the heat and humidity here, it definitely dried faster, but I'm gonna go ahead and give this 30 minutes and we're gonna see where we're at temperature-wise, and then we'll close out this video. What a difference already. Just 30 minutes of these running. I have them set at 65. That is 83 in here. That's just awesome. Oh, I don't know what to do. There you go. About 83. I don't know what happened with the focus, but I'm extremely, extremely happy with these. Man, feels great in here for such a big building, to be humidity free and at 83 degrees. I mean, at 83 this is good working temperature for me. So I'll get the shop cleaned up, get all this put up, get the app set up, and we're done. So I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. See you on the next one.